Hey South family, this is the Compass update for Thursday, July the 9th. Oh my goodness, it has been a crazy busy week here at South Lake Wales Church of God. It's been a wonderful and great week, but so busy. We've had stay-at-home work camp here for several meals, and so we've had so many campers in and out of our building. We are so blessed to have facilities that can be used in a variety of ways. We've had a widow's luncheon this week, and then we've had FCA football camp. And so, man, our facilities have been busy this week, but this is kingdom work. This is what we are all about here at South Lake Wales Church of God. And speaking of that, this week, Sunday, July the 12th, we are going to celebrate missions. Remember, we have one service at 9 a.m. in our sanctuary, but this week the focus is missions. We're going to hear from Robert and Ruth Search in Sierra Leone and the church in Barbara. They're going to give us an update and show us some pictures of what's going on there. And then we're going to hear from two missions partners that you probably haven't heard of before, or maybe have heard a little about. And that's John Cruz, who is a professor and a member here at South Lake Wales Church of God. He's a professor at Warner University, but he's a veterinarian. And so he goes over and visits Tanzania and ministers to the people there through veterinary work. So we're going to hear from him and his ministry there. And then we're also going to hear from Kairos Prison Ministry. This is another new missions ministry opportunity for us to partner through prayer and volunteering. And so we're going to hear from them and see what ways we can help support them on Sunday. We're also going to talk about on Sunday about what it means to be a sending church. A sending church is just a church that raises up leaders in a variety of giftings and talents and then sends them out to do kingdom work, to build the kingdom of God. See, we're not just a church that's focused on growing or church growth, but we're focused on sending, and that's raising up the next generation, no matter what year you were born or how old or how young you are or how wise or maybe unwise you are. Our job is to raise up leaders to then send out and grow the kingdom of God at large. And so we're going to talk about that on Sunday. I'm super pumped. It's going to be a great week. It's going to be a fun week. It's going to be a very busy Sunday. And so make sure you're here at 9 o'clock. We're going to start promptly at 9, combined service in the sanctuary this Sunday. A couple other things I want to let you know about really quickly. In the fall, we are planning a packed time of spiritual formation. Spiritual formation and discipleship is something that we focus on and love here at South. We believe in practicing the presence of Jesus and practicing the way of Jesus by becoming more like Jesus. We do that in community. And there's a couple of ways that we celebrate and practice community here at South. Through our small group ministry or home groups or community groups, whatever you call your small group, that is one way that we celebrate community here at South. But another way we do that is through our men's and women's ministries. And so in August, we're going to launch the first Wednesday of August. We're going to start into practicing the way the community practice. This is with our friends John Mark Comer and his team over at Practicing the Way. But I am so excited to be able to lead this 4-week series on Wednesday nights. And so we're going to practice what it means to live in community. But then towards the end of August, August 29th, we have two events on August 29th. Floats and Fellowship for our South Women's Ministry. This is going to kick off their discipleship series, which will launch through September and October. And then our guys that same day, August 29th in the evening, are going to go over to Lakeland to a Flying Tigers minor league baseball game. And this is going to be a great time of fellowship and food and getting to see a ball game. But this event, this time together, will then launch our men's discipleship series, which will run parallel to the women's in September and October. And so, man, fall is quickly approaching. I am so excited about what God is doing in our spiritual formation and our discipleship. He continues to move in mighty, mighty ways. So would you do this? Would you continue to pray for our church? Would you continue to pray that hearts would be softened, that each of us would continue to practice the presence of Jesus, to become more like Jesus? And would you also pray for your one? The one person in your life that God has called you to minister to. Jesus uses the parable that he would leave the 99 to go to the one. That's our one. Who's the one person that Jesus has put in your life? All right. I love you. I can't wait to see you and worship with you on Sunday at 9 o'clock in the sanctuary. We'll see you then.